Shalom, shalom, shalom. It's your brother Amawan from the Great Millstone Camp here in Philadelphia, giving all praises and do honest to Yahweh by Shemiel Shah by Shem Kakodash. Double honors to the elder apostles of the Great Millstone, the honest citations out there to the hopeful elect. Alright, yeah, this is like a, impromptu, spur of the moment. I seen this clip. It was this clip on IG of Terrence Crawford, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna go viral. And this especially needful or worth hearing in the times that we're living in today. Where as a whole, gamut, looking at this as a whole, throughout different time periods, especially in the times we're living in now, and what God or our people did, you know, um, to sell their soul for fame or whatever. Either they had to bend over, or they had to compromise their integrity, or they had to basically go against their word. You know, we live in a time where people, with these humiliation rituals, they'll give up anything just to have notoriety or a little bit of fame or a little bit of riches or money for nut. Like the scriptures say. Let me get it real quick. Matthew 16 and 24. Hold on. 26. It says, "For what is a man profit? For what is a man profited if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul?" And our people that do this, that go through these different doors where they have to do something strange for a piece of change. Like, after you did it, like, what do you really have that's left if you don't have integrity? And the scriptures speak about integrity and uprightness, man. It goes hand in hand, especially with your faith, and your word. It's something that's essential, especially building your character up, man. If you always compromising and capitulating or surrendering yourself to your lusts, and you're not disciplined, like what are you then? If you can't keep your word, or if anything can make you fold, especially when it comes to the doctrine, man. If you teaching outside of the doctrine, you basically sold out, man. If you teaching, if you teaching that Edom can be saved and or Babylon can repent, the Gentiles are the heathen, um, whatever madness is out there, man. These different philosophies. You sold your soul too, man. You know, you didn't keep your uprightness. You didn't keep the word that you were taught, how it was supposed to be taught. You went against it, and that's that aspect. And the other aspects, in the world, man, these Jake, they sell out, whatever. They bend over or whatever they got to do, man. To get notoriety or infamy, or so-called fame. For what? For when the scriptures say the triumph for the wicked is short. And the Lord has a special judgment for the sellouts, man. Especially if you join ICE, man. Then it came out that you people that join ICE, especially, I'm talking about mainly our people, man, that join ICE just for a fucking paycheck. Or just your spirit just goes back to back then when Jake they used to always sold their people out, man. If you going into our history, Jake was always selling their own kind out, man. And that's majority of the time that we fell is because of our own nation. Because they wanted to be like the heathen. So our people have always been selling out, man. Since the very beginning, the first sellout was who? Cain. He sold his birthright for a raw piece of meat, man. Okay, hold on, let's get that. Yeah, the first sellout is Esau, man. He is the first sellout. Wait, this is Matthew's. No, it's John. Esau is the first sellout, man. Okay, let me see what this says right here. All right, that's that one. I'm gonna get this one. Hebrews 12:16. At least this is a man that gave up his integrity, man. Like over a raw piece of meat. His manliness, his manhood, man. Basically, like Eve when she sold out to the serpent, man. She listened to another man. She obeyed another man. She went against her integrity, her uprightness. And this is again Hebrews 12:16. Least there be any fornicator or profane person out of the temple, idolater, again, hold on, let me see this word fornicator. Pornos, that's where you get the word porn from. Yeah, basically, a sellout. A male prostitute, a man who prostitutes his body to another's lust for hire. Okay, so you're a fornicator. I'm gonna show you a clip where there's Jay. I forget his name. I forget his dude's name. But he basically told Bud Crawford, which this is Jake in general. He's talking about what he come back for, which I'm gonna play the clip. Come back to boxing for money. He's throwing out numbers, and he was like $100 million. And Bud was like, he basically said he wasn't gonna sell his soul for that. And then he replied back to Bud Crawford that he would do it for $100 million, man. And he was talking about how everything has a price or whatever. So he would basically do what Esau did and sell his birthright. How you sell your birthright, man? Even though it wasn't going to be given to him any fucking way. And the Most High was just paying him back for his role as a serpent when he deceived Eve. That was basically a small payback, man. The Lord had got your ass. And you ended up selling your birthright to your brother Jacob for a raw piece of meat. And then you got mad about it. But yet you didn't you fucking think you should have used wisdom. But you're vile. Okay, you're viler than the earth, man. That's why it says, least there be any fornicator or profane person out of the temple, man. The same spirit that Esau has, Cain has, the serpent is in these people, man. Okay? As you see, it's in Jake, man. It says, through envy of the devil came death into the world, man. That the spirit of Esau, man, or Cain or the serpent. He went from the serpent, now he's a great dragon, man. But he is he's the first sellout, man. The very first sellout. And now he has all our people selling out, man. It's so many clips where you can, like Bob Dylan. The one that's in my head right now is Kanye West, when he was like, he said in the so-called freestyle, this is many years ago. He said, I sold my soul to the devil. It was a crappy deal. At least it came with a few toys like a Happy Meal. But again, you gave up your integrity. Just like, again, he on a apology tour for the small. He's compromised, man. You can't trust that dude. You can't trust people that fold, man. Like the scriptures say, those that look back is not heirs of the kingdom, man. You're not fit for the kingdom of heaven. Because once you get offered at what things offer unto idols, what you going to accept it. You want to accept that Revelation 13 stamp, man. You wanna accept the stamp of the devil, man. Just like the people that took the jab, man. Where was your integrity? Some people that didn't take it, they lost their jobs, yada yada yada. They were shunned from society. Hey, that's what you gotta go through, man. But at the end of the day, you kept your integrity, man. You didn't succumb to the wiles of the devil. And hopefully you have that same, I'm really talking about the elect now. You have that same mindset, man, because hey, first of all, the elite's not gonna fucking take it. Are they gonna be fucking safe? Fuck no. You know? The only that's people that's gonna be saved are the remnant of Israel. They not gonna take the jab. The stamp of the devil when it happens. But you Edomites and you other nations that don't take it don't mean you're gonna be delivered, man. If you're a heathen, you're not gonna be delivered. You might get a pat on your back like, damn, hey. But the elites, they who created the motherfucker, they ain't gonna, just like the people that had the jab, that created the jab, they never took the shit. But they created the shit. But yeah, but if you're a heathen, you don't take the shit. If you're not of the elites, you still going into captivity. That's how. If you're if you look like a heathen, but you're really a Jake of the elect, and you don't take it, guess what? You're gonna be delivered. Okay. But we coming in a time now where, hey, that's gonna be the biggest test, man. That's gonna be the biggest test, man. If you take the stamp of the devil or not, man. But again, going back to the first sellout, the Edomites or Esau. Then it says, as Esau, who for one morsel of meat, raw piece of meat, it said a morsel. Let me see the word morsel. Corrode. Hold on. A small piece. Yeah, yep. A small piece or amount of food. Yeah, again, the morsel, he sold his birthright for nothing. For absolutely nothing, man. You know? Like, let's say this is $100 million. This is that one morsel, $100 million, man. Whatever amount it is, man. It's not worth your birthright. You okay? And which we know, our birthright is what? The kingdom of heaven, man. That's when it's really going to come to fruition, man. Or our birthright is going to, we want to experience our birthright in the kingdom of heaven. And that's what Esau, he sold it out for. Again, he wasn't going to get it any goddamn way. What Romans, I think 11. Oh no, Romans 9. He wasn't. It was already set up in the spirit. But yeah, this is that the first sellout. He sold his birthright for a raw piece of. It said a morsel, a small amount of meat, raw meat. And that's, again, he has Jake selling out for nothing, for crumbs, man. It talks about basically Jake having the crumbs at the master's table, about the Lazarus, I believe, Luke 16. Jake, like Jay-Z, Kanye West, etc. Man, they ain't got shit, man. The what they have, which they still get called a nigga, a boy. They can't do what they want to do. They can't have real ownership. What they have Not just, Jay-Z or Kanye West. You can look at LeBron James, Michael Jordan, you know, all our people in the entertainment world, or who got money or whatever, so-called wealth, or so-called money, and wealth, and certain I don't know, certain Jays got resources, but not real resources. They don't have their own military. You know, Jay-Z can't have his own military, or fucking mercenaries or secret police. Okay, because he's, at the end of the day, just like he even said in his song, you're still a nigga, man. At the end of the day, and guess what? You only have crumbs, man. Okay, even though the kingdom of heaven is compared to a penny, but that penny is everlasting, man. It's everlasting and infinite blessings, man. Blessings beyond our wildest imagination, man. And then on top of that, we're gonna have an everlasting name, man. The 144,000, man, they're gonna have a aura, man, for everlasting, and they're gonna be the new celebrities, man. And it's, again, their uprightness, their integrity, okay, mixed with their faith, man. They want to have an everlasting name for eternity, never ending. Then the Lord, He talks about it having a good name, man. So if you think you're gonna have a good name, if you sold your soul for nothing, all these different celebrities, and then more and more deep, more and more information is coming out about Jake selling out, man, in the sports, in all kind of worlds, man, and basically the entertainment world, man. Just like Anthony Joshua, man. Come on, man. That was a sacrifice. It was a guy, I forget, that was a excellent, excellent expose, man, or interview. I forgot, it was a footballer that was being interviewed, and he was talking about how, basically, if you get to a certain level, though, you'll get approached. Even like fucking the $1 million worth of game, Wallow, Gilly Wallow, whatever. You know what they had to do? Gilly had to offer up his son. Then you got the different celebrities that all their children are homosexuals or transgender, man. That's even worse, man. That's even worse, man. Come on, if you actually do the research, man, you know what all of these your favorite artists did, man, or your favorite entertainer did. Who they had to offer up, or what they had to do, you know, to have that those corruptible fortunes, man, or gain that corruptible crown. They had to give up their integrity. Some not even knowing that they did that. They had to give up their integrity, man. And guess what? They gonna have to pay for it. It tells you. Even though I was supposed to play the clip first, but it tells you, man. It says Judah is warned in this clip, right? Hey, man, this was excellent, man. This was excellent right here, man. This was excellent, and this is going viral. Don't sell your soul, man. Don't give up your integrity. Your soul is basically your integrity, you know, and your manliness, man, your virility, your manhood. Okay, if you got a price, just like Eve had a price, man, you basically a fucking female, man. If you give up your integrity, you're not a man. A man he's supposed to be about his word, man. Okay? Naturally, men are supposed to be upright, man. Okay? And he's supposed to walk in the Lord, man. walk in the strength of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. If you do otherwise, you going against your maker, man. Men are supposed to be men and women are supposed to be women, man. A female got a price, man. A man, he shouldn't have a price. That's why it says what? Pornos. Go back to that word. Hold on. What the hell was I at? Yup, pornos. Fornicator, pornos. It says a male prostitute. You selling yourself, man. A man who indulged unlawful sexual intercourse, a fornicator. Yeah, our people are doing that too. You shouldn't be giving up yourself for hire, man. You shouldn't have a price. This is, talking about the left hand side, man. This ain't talking about if somebody hire you for a fucking a contractor job. They ain't talking about that. A carpentry job, electrician job, fixing up something. They ain't talking about that, man. It's going into lawlessness. And a lot of you jakes, man, hey, you gonna fall by the wayside when the stamp of the devil is instituted. Just like you took the jab, man. And you made every different excuse to take it. And all you people that took the shit. I was talking to a female a couple days ago. We got into that conversation, and we was talking about did she take it or whatever. And I even had to ask her why she took it. It's her job or whatever. And some people, my children. Man, it's so much to go into, but yeah, she ended up taking it, and she said she regretted it. And she never been the same since. Gave up your integrity. Again, not even knowing what they were doing. Like that's all it was, man. See who was going to do it. Guess what? The ones who did it, they ain't got no integrity. They ain't got no backbone. They going to capitulate. They going to surrender their well-being for what? You're going to die any fucking way. You're even going to die in the worst way. And it tells you those who basically get that stamp, man. And then again, the Esau, he's going to bribe you. Just like they did with the jab. We can give you money. You can pay, we'll let go of your loans, your debt. If you do it, again, your integrity is on the line. And you people, that are willingly ignorant, guess what? You gave who took the jab. Guess what? You gave up your integrity, man. So when the real thing comes, guess what? You gonna do it again. And you just, talking about Israelites, you X yourself out of the salvation conversation, man, because you didn't keep your integrity. And this is Revelation 14:10. Doom for worshipers of the beast. And it says in verse 9, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his right hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of God. Okay, so those who consent unto the devil shall be had in derision. Okay? And you're going to receive a horrific judgment beyond your wildest imagination. Okay? Which is, it goes into that fire, man. Once that fire hits you, man, I have no words, man. The pain and the suffering you're gonna suffer. Just like they show you that clip with Sarah Connor on the gate, she was still alive. Her spirit was still alive while her flesh was completely gone, man. She was bones. Her spirit was still in her, man. And we're reading the punishment. So again, here you want to take it, but in the end, you gotta burn up. You gotta be the fire that's going to hit you, man. It's going to be indescribable. What's the point? When the end game or the result or the consequence is death. What you people, you're just following what you already been into any damn way. And it says, is poured without mixture into a cup of his indignation or righteous anger, and he shall be, or he or she shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. And the smoke of their torment ascendeth forever, or a long time and ever. And they shall have no rest day nor night who worship the beast in his image. And whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. You see that? And then in the kingdom of heaven, you Jake, that you're gonna be ashamed of yourself, man. Hey man, we going back to manliness, man. That's why you had the thing with Corey Holcomb and Tampon Daniels. You know? That hey man, our people are sellouts, man. They got their head up Esau's ass, man. Those days are over with, man. All I man, you niggas, and especially you niggas in ICE, man. How dare you? Again, they did it for money. Most of them. I mean, I say some of them. Some, our people are wicked as hell, man. They hate their own kind, man. Before you even had ICE and shit, or our people joining ICE or whatever, you had our people amongst the Latin tribes or the Northern Kingdom basically speaking against their own people, talking about you got to get the illegal immigrants out of here, talking about their own kind. And then here you seeing they're not just taken away, just like you got Edomite farmers and shit crying or bitching because their Israelite Issacharite workers are gone. They were supposed to be targeting so-called criminals. Obviously, that was bullshit. They going after everybody. They showing up to your jobs, etc., man. And they getting you out of here. And then you got, it's so comical, you got our own people, going up to their own people, talking about your accent isn't American or something like that. Meanwhile, they got the same accent that as the person they trying to deport. As their own, kind, man. It's fucking hilarious. This place gotta go. Everything is upside the fuck down, man. And there is, like the Lord said, there is no truth in the land, man. The whole agenda of emasculation, why is that? That's the spirit of God, man. A man is the spirit of the Most High, man. But what does Esau do? He does the opposite. He's going to make a man a woman and a woman a man. He's going to take away the manliness of a man and effeminize him or emasculate him. And who's number one on that list? The so-called black man. Okay? The Israelites. So-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. They don't want them to be men. And if you go into what they call man spreading, I forget. I think it was New York. They started that trend where they made it illegal for you to basically sit down like a man, you know. And they mostly targeted Israelite men. You can look into it. They usually targeted Israelite men for what they call, or they made up this crime called man spreading. They made it illegal to basically sit like a man. Because why is that? Because the devil is ruling the kingdom of heaven. He wants everything out of order. He wants disorder. Okay? And on the other hand, the Lord is coming back to bring order, real justice. Okay? The truth, man. He's coming back to bring manliness back. That's 4. Oh yeah, that was 444. This is Hosea 4:1. It says, "Hear the word of Yahweh Shemel Shai, ye children of Israel, for Yahweh have a problem or controversy with the inhabitants of the land, because there is no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of the Most High in the land." You see? So the Lord has a problem. Why? Because there is no truth, mercy, nor knowledge of the Most High in the land. Because the devil is ruling the planet Earth, man. The devil being the so-called white man, whether you believe it or not. Like I quoted John 8:44, "Ye are of your father the devil," is right here. In the lust of your, see, there you go. In the lust of your father, you would do. This nigga lusted over a raw piece of meat, over his birthright, and you niggas doing the same shit. You giving up your integrity over the kingdom of heaven. You're not seeing the bigger picture. The word lust, epithumia, thomia. It says desire, craving, desire for what is forbidding, lust, concupiscence. Yeah, you desire. Look, he desired $100 million. He desired, FRN notes. That's going to dissolve in the fire, man. You're not going to take that with you, man. It says righteousness delivered from death. Let me see. It should be Proverbs 11. I got so many precepts up. I mean, this is deep. I'm going to just go to the point, man. I'm gonna go here, man. Proverbs 11:3. The integrity of integrity. Your soul, man, of the upright shall guide them. Integrity, the quality of being honest, having strong moral principle. Where you get that from? The scriptures, the law. And some things don't even have to be written. The Lord said he requires a man to be manly. Gird up thy loins like a man. I'll probably do a part 2 and get that. And it says the integrity of the upright shall guide them. Right? So if you have your integrity and that, the stamp comes out, you know not to take it. Your uprightness is going to guide you through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shai not to take it. Okay? But a woman, she going to be the first one in line. Next to a simple ass Negro-minded nigga that's following after his fucking woman. Then your kid's going to be in line too. Because you wasn't guided through Yahweh Shemel Shai, man. You wasn't given integrity, man. Or not know that is very important. Let me see the integrity and okay, this is different. All right, cool. This has integrity. Yatazar shall guide them. Straighteneth. Yeah, guide. Oh, all right. It's another. I know I got this. I got so many tabs up. Probably not gonna find it. It said the integrity of the upright shall guide them, but the perverseness of transgressors shall destroy them. And it says this over here. It says dishonesty in the NLT destroys treacherous people. Okay, so if you're perverse in your ways, then obviously you're going to be perverse in your decision making or crooked in your decision making, distorted, okay? So you're going to see some so-called riches. Your mind is going to be distorted and thinking it's going to comfort you or save you when it's not. Yeah, flattery. And that's what Esau is going to use, man. He's going to use all sorts of sorcery with his words to get you to take it, man. Okay, they already making it convenient, you know. In society, man. Do what's easy. Just like, I ain't gonna, never mind, that's another topic, but people don't have no patience, man. It says, woe unto you that have lost patience. That's another precept. I found that. Bring that back up another time. And it says, what? Verse 4, riches profit not in a day of wrath. So you got your $100 million, or you got that device under your skin. Guess what? It says riches profit not in a day of wrath. But right, especially if you took the what, you not gonna make it at all. All right. And a lot of you Jake's gonna sell your soul. You're gonna bend over backwards for it. It is not gonna bring you any type of peace, man, or solace or comfort. It's gonna be your biggest downfall, man. And it's gonna show you that, hey, you're not a man. And it says, but righteousness delivereth from death, man. Righteousness, man. Okay, walking in your uprightness, your integrity, your faith, man. Hold on. All right, Salakia. It says, but righteousness delivered from death, not taking, the stamp of the devil. That's going to deliver you from death, man. Because the Lord, he kept his integrity. He didn't fold, man. That's part of the law, man. The first law, thou shalt not have no other gods before you. If you take the stamp, that's you're putting the devil before the Most High, man. Before Yahweh Shemel Shah. Okay? You letting the Lord know that you chose another God over him. That it literally goes back to the very first commandment, man. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. You're patient. If you just like the jab, man. If you took the jab, you put Esau over the Most High, man. Just like niggas, like I don't know what the fuck happened to niggas. I mean, to our people, where they believe this bullshit the devil was spewing. Nigga, our people was afraid to get sick, man. When the Lord said the whole head is sick, man. We've been sick ever since this motherfucker took us, man. Ever since we've been in his kingdom. Ever since we were brought over here. Ever since they came over here and slaughtered our people, we've been sick. We have not been healed. But all of a sudden, 2020 hit. Jake was I had never seen Jake so weak in my goddamn life. Here you went through slavery and all kind of atrocities and hell throughout our existence. Then you got afraid to be sick. Get the fuck out of here, man. That was crazy. I never seen nothing like that. That shit blew my mind, man. How weak our people became. You know, I remember when it first hit, man. I was in the city. You know, this crazy shit, man. This I'm gonna just speed the story up. But this is like when it first started happening. When they was telling people to when you couldn't see your loved ones and shit in the hospitals, or you had to start putting on a mask, whatever. So I was like basically at a corner. It was a nigga basically cleaning the streets, and he was like felt like a mile away. This nigga started screaming, "Hey, put a mask on! Where your mask at?" Nigga sweeping the damn fucking the gum off the fucking streets, telling me to put a fucking mask on. Like, shit crazy, man. Just like they gonna tell you, this is like you going to a store. Guess what? You gotta leave that store because you ain't gonna have the device under your skin, man. You ain't gonna be able to buy nothing or sell. Except he that had the implantable device, man. Okay, and you people gonna be marked, man. You gonna be all sellouts, man. For that raw piece of meat, man. You going to give up your integrity for that raw piece of meat that's gonna be under your skin this time. You took the jibber jabber. You obviously gonna take this one. Then you know you got the jakes that sold out for fame and fortune. You know they gonna be the first ones to take it. The first ones that's gonna take it are people that, the celebrities and people with money. They the first ones gonna take it if they don't already have it. That's then the poor of our people, they gonna take it. Prisoners or whatever, people in debt, whatever the case may be, man. But you people that are rich, you the first ones that's gonna take it, man. Like I said, if you already don't have it. I seen one of a guy that's in the stocks or whatever, Jake. He said he was gonna compromise his integrity to keep his riches. And I ain't never looked at him the same again. I was like, wow, that's crazy. But that's how it's gonna happen, man. That's how it's gonna be. They said it's hard for a rich man to enter the kingdom of heaven. And we going, hey man, a lot of people, man, we gonna see who they really are. Just like Bud, we gonna get to the clip. But this is one more precept. Let me see, this is a precept. This is I'm gonna read this and I'm gonna get to the clip. It says, "Better is the poor that walketh up." It's like it. Better is the poor that walketh in his uprightness, his righteousness, man. Basically, following after the Yahweh Shemel Shah, no matter what, man. This man of the Lord, he kept his integrity unto the end. He that endureth to the end, the same shall be saved, man. And it says, better is the poor, though we be poor, we're rich. We're rich in our faith, man. Guys that basically super rich or whatever, if he take that implantable device, he ain't shit. That's why it says better is the poor, man. The Most High ain't dealing with nobody that's rich like that, because their mind is on their riches, man. Okay, that's his treasure. It says the Lord is honored among the lowly. And the Lord said he chosen the poor of this world, man. Okay? We're gonna live off our daily bread, man. And we're gonna have our integrity intact. And it says, then he that is perverse in his ways, though he be rich. You see? So you're not gonna make it, man. If you're perverse in your ways, and you're not gonna make it. Aquash, twisted, distorted, crooked, perverted, perverse. Okay, yeah. So you're able to be bended or twisted if you basically, give up your integrity, or so-called sell your soul. So let me play this clip. I didn't even read this shit. Wait, did I read it? And I'll read it again. Matthew 16:26. If I didn't read it, for what is a man profited if he gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul? You see? And it says over here in the NLT, and what do you benefit if you gain the whole world but lose your own soul? Is there anything worth more than your soul? Fuck no. That's crazy. And that's why, like, it's to tell you about Babylon the Great. It says Esau has the souls of men. This is insane. Your integrity is everything. It's attached to your manliness, man, or your manhood. And like the Lord said, he's bound by his word, man. He put his word above his name. So in the truth, you gotta be unmovable, just like the elect. The elect, they gain immortality because they are unmovable. They didn't waver. They remained resolute, man. They endured until the end. Yeah, so let's play this clip.
Like, pass it down.
Oh yeah, this is fair use. I'll probably flag, but fair use.
You know,
Just commentating
he's the
over
next
this clip.
Let's talk about the next generation. You know, because that's how the sport's gonna grow. You know, is us paying homage to the ones before us, and us, passing the torch to the ones after us. So I'm cool with passing the torch.
And bro, you say you did all that work your whole life, undefeated, but you grind to feed your kids, to make better for your family. I always say everything got a price. Because people say, like, I love my dog, I give $100. No, I give $1,000. No, I give $100,000. Hey, you can have it. Like, my thought is everything has a price. There is not a number that can get you back in that ring. 80 million, 100 million.
Nah, because now you selling your soul.
Even my man, like, that was deep. That was fucking deep. Just like well, I don't know if he probably did, Chappelle, when he basically offer him 50 million. If you're offered 50 million, then they'll give you 100 million. But with that 50 million, they basically wanted to own him, and he declined it. And it's IP, all that shit, and intellectual property. And they obviously, Esau, he's the corrupter, man. They wanted to take it for themselves and do what they wanted with it. You know? But he declined that 50 million. It's somebody else who, I forget who the fuck kept his integrity. I forget the name of this person, but whatever. But like when Chappelle did that, when he declined that 50 million back then was a lot of money. Okay? That was like damn near billionaire status. If you had like 50 million back then. But a lot of Jakes, I never forget, I think his name is, I forget her name, but she got a talk show, whatever. And she was on VH1 and shit. It was another Jake too. He basically said the same thing. And even Mike Epps, that's another topic, but he talking about he gonna sell out and shit. You know, but this person, I forget her name, she basically said, because I never forgot that, and I don't think I was in the truth. I never forgot that when she was like, yeah, I would, you know, I'll take 50 million or I'll take 10, you know. But that's Jake, man. They sellouts, man, just like the damn devil, man. They get that spirit from Esau, man. That's the fucking spirit of the damn devil. Esau sold his birthright. He's the first sellout, man. Or official. This is for the kingdom, man. He could have, even though again it wasn't gonna go to him anyway. He could have had the kingdom of heaven, man. But here, the whole New World Order is about that birthright, man. It's about that birthright. They want that birthright back. But guess what, nigga? You ain't keep your integrity. Did I finish this? I don't think I finished this in Hebrews. Hebrews 12 and 17. It says, For ye know how that afterward, when he would have inherited the blessing, he was rejected. Okay, so he sold his soul, or his integrity, or his birthright, whatever. Guess what? He is rejected. And people that consent unto the devil in the times that we living in, guess what? The Lord is going to reject you, man, because you didn't keep your integrity. For he found no place of repentance. Just like, again, you take that stamp of the devil, you take that implant, you put that device under your skin, guess what? You're going to be the same as Esau. You're going to find no place of repentance, man, until you got to be reborn. You got to be reincarnated. Okay? It says no man can buy his... Wait. Yeah. Shit, what is that scripture? I forgot how they go. But it's like no man can buy his and that's the spirit, because the revelation came up 13 and 17 or even 16. Look at that. That's the spirit, because this is not what I wouldn't even wanted to go into, but I've been talking about this the whole time. I think, let me put in the soul of his brother. God damn it. Okay, yep, there we go, I got it. So this is everything, man. Yeah, yep. This is the spirit. Psalms, the folly of trusting in riches. Hey, I mean, this is excellent right here. This is the spirit. It says Psalms 49:5. It says, "Wherefore should I fear in the days of evil, when the integrity, I mean, it's like when the iniquity of my hills shall compass me about? They that trust in their wealth and boast themselves in the multitude of riches. It says, none of them can by any means redeem his brother, nor give to the Most High a ransom for it." So you got your $100 million. What you gonna do with it? You can't buy your soul back, man. You lost your integrity for good. Just like when Terrence Howard, I forgot what he said, man, but he said something about if you bend over or got popped, you're not a man no more. You gave up your right of being a man. And that's the only chance you got. Just like the Lord, it said the Lord, he did it one time. Okay, the Lord kept his integrity, man. He did what he had to do. Okay, he girded up his loins like a man. And he had to go through that horrific punishment, man. And it said it pleased the Lord to bruise him, and he was perfected. It says, "For the redemption of their soul is precious, and it ceaseth forever." You see, and it says redemption does not come so easily. No, for no one can ever pay it enough. It says, verse 7, NLT, "Yet they cannot redeem themselves from death by paying a ransom to the Most High." So let me go back to the clip.
$100 million, you can have my soul.
That's you.
80 million, 100 million.
Because now you selling.
And the
yourself.
thing about it, this shit's funny. He was promoting that jab, man. I think it was him. He was promoting that jab. That's why he's like,
You can have my soul.
And he said, $100 million, you can have my soul. And Bud was like, that's you.
Family.
Now we know who you are.
Everything got a price. Because people say, like, I love my dog. I get $100. No. I get $1,000. No. I get $100,000. Hey, you can have it. Like, my thought is everything has a price. There is not a number that can get you back in that ring. 80 million, 100 million.
Because now you selling your soul.
$100 million, you can have my soul.
That's you. Now we know your character.
Yo, that was so cold, man. But it was the truth, man. He said, "Now we know your character." Somebody made the comment. Now this is quotable, man. Again, this. Let me see somebody else. Bud stopped fucking with Channing the moment he said he'll sell his soul. Yeah, don't sell your soul for money, Channing. Hey, we know who he is now, man. He's been marked. Okay? That needs to be a T. Now we know your character, man. You see? Wait, hold up. Yeah, yup. Terrence Crawford just showed what a real, again, man. Did I say that? It goes back to being a man. It goes back to being a man. 144 down here. That's a man. That's got to be a crazy feeling, man. Knowing what you then you got to regret it. You know what I'm saying? It says when old boy tried to put a price on him, he turned that around and made him look like a soulless fool. Yeah, that was crazy, man. Now we know you. That was. Hey, man. The spirit of Most High made him say that, man. And then it's pause at 144. The spirit of the Most High made him say that, man. Cause it all comes down to your integrity, man, and what you gonna do when that time comes. It's all gonna come down to that, man. It's all gonna come down to that, man. A lot of you Israelites that don't know what the hell is going on, you gonna fold, man. You gonna fold, man. Like, no, I'm not gonna talk about that, but you gonna fold when that day come, man. When the destruction and anguish cometh upon you, what the fuck you gonna do? The Lord not gonna be with you, man, cause you chose the devil, man. Like, hey, man, it's heavy and it's deep, man. But yeah, let me play this again, man. When I heard this, I was like, damn, man.
Sometimes.
And he represents the 2/3, man. Okay, of anybody that has a price.
$100 million, you can have my soul.
You see that? Hey, man, this is heavy, man. This is real heavy, man.
Cause now you selling this.
That can get you back in that ring. 80 million, 100 million.
And a lot of Jakes, they made that covenant with death, man. They bent over, man. Or they offer up their loved ones. They all that shit. Eat babies and shit. They lost their manhood.
Cause now you selling your soul.
$100 million, you can have my soul.
That was crazy.
Now we know your character.
That shit hurt. He regretted saying that, man. But now we know your character. That nigga heart dropped. And then, come on, man. If you know this guy, he said some crazy shit, man. He said some off the wall shit. So you know who he really is, man. He said some off the wall shit, man. He basically said something about you're not a real man unless you can fucking be with another man naked. Like, what the fuck? Hey, now we know your character, man. You can tell, look, that destroyed him. That destroyed him, man. And then this is Bud Crawford. What the fuck he gonna do? He can't get mad at Bud Crawford. Come on, dog. He gonna put you in the damn box.
Now we know your character.
And now we know he's a yo, that's crazy. This is the craziest shit ever, man. God damn, man. This was filthy. This is the definition of nasty work, man. Then he got long hair. This is shameful, man. Come on, man. This is too easy. Damn. He killed him. Look, man. That had me shook up like, damn, man. You gotta keep your integrity. No man should have a price, man. when it comes to compromising your integrity, man. Don't do it. It's gonna lead to your destruction, man. And it says, yeah, you can't buy your soul back, man. You can't get it back. You're not gonna get that integrity back. And it says, now we know your character. So when that time comes, for when the devil's stamp is instituted, a lot of you Jakes, you gonna take it. Especially you sellouts, you Israelite sellouts, man. ISBK, Nate, okay? They gonna take it. They not gonna teach their congregation not to take it.
Sometimes, you look at people and you be like, dang, man, you ain't got no dignity, you ain't got no morals. Like, come on, man. Like, what you gonna stand for if everything is about money? Like, I never was in sport
killing this nigga, man.
because of money.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Of course,
I forgot what he said, man. Oh, he said it. I forget. He said it was for his legacy. He never did it for the money. It was his legacy.
I was in the sport to make money, but I wanted to be a world champion. I
Yeah,
wanted
you can look at this man.
do
This man
something
is dead
I
inside.
wanted to be a world. I was in the sport. Moral. You look at people and you be like, dang, man, you ain't got no dignity, you ain't got no morals. Like, come on, man. Like, what you gonna stand for if everything is about money? Like, I never was in the sport because of money. Of course, I was in the sport to make money, but I wanted to be a world champion.
Yeah, damn, I can't fucking pause it, but hey, his soul not even in his body no more, man. That man is dead inside. You can tell, man, he hurt. That cut him asunder, man. That cut him asunder, man. It was a wrap.
Do something that I set my sights out to do as a.
All right, I'm gonna just pause it. Yeah, man. So that was the clip right there, man. I don't know what I'm gonna entitle this, but hey, man, that was heavy right there. That was a quotable, man. Now we know your character. Let me get this one. I'm gonna end it on this. Let me see, can I find it? All right, I'll pull it up. Isaiah 28 and 14. I'm gonna go to the point. I'm gonna go to verse 15. Because ye have said, we have made a covenant with death, and with hell we are at agreement. When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, it shall not come unto us. For we have made lies our refuge, Esau. That became their God. And under falsehood have we hid ourselves. This is Esau right here. They daddy, their father the devil, man. And the lust of your father ye will do. Okay? Now I'm going to jump to 17. It says, judgment also will I lay to the line, and righteousness to the plummet. And the hell shall sweep away the refuge of lies, and the waters shall overflow the hiding place, the truth. Okay? And the fire shall sweep away the refuge of lies, man. Yeah, man, these motherfuckers are bugging, man. Damn. And it says, in your covenant with death shall be disannulled, and your agreement with hell shall not stand. You see? When the overflowing scourge shall pass through Jacob's trouble, in the judgments, in the fire, in the calamities, etc., then ye shall be trodden down by it. And it says, they that consent unto them shall be had in derision. They're not gonna make it. They're gonna be destroyed at the end of the day. Yo, man. Alright, I don't even know where I was at. Salakia. And it says, yeah, then so yeah. Yeah, so you people, man, I mean of our people that sold out, man. Nothing's gonna come from it, man, but your downfall and your destruction, man. You know, so don't sell your soul, man. Don't sell your soul. Or AKA don't give up your integrity. So with that, hopefully this is edifying. So next time I say shalom.